Well, welcome everyone to our webinar here this afternoon. My name is Bill Cook, and I'm very excited about being here with you this afternoon, sharing a lot of great things that's going on. You know, this is the beginning of agriculture that I've never seen this opportunity before. I mean, we have so many things going on in agriculture that's going to provide a changing way of looking at agriculture. This whole agriculture, the way we've seen it years ago and where it is today, with the technology, with the way we deliver the system, changing the way we do business with our businesses and with our customers. I've been with folks now for the last couple of years as we start looking at direct delivering product directly to you as the customer. And one of the things I tell a lot of my folks that I work with, our team, and sometimes we line up and we try to visualize this. There's 4 or 5 of us, and we go out and we touch each one. And every time you touch a product, every time you touch anything that's getting delivered to you as a customer, you're increasing that transaction cost. So that's one of the things that we really look hard at, is those transaction costs. And the less people that touch it, the better off we are. Now, we are very lucky in living in these times. Now, my wife, whenever I say the word lucky, she kind of beats me up sometimes. And she said, you know, we're not lucky, we're blessed. Well, I guess that's right. We are blessed. We're blessed with the opportunities of all the things that are changing. And you know, we can be better every day in every way to create more value, to deliver to the marketplace, to our customers, to the relationships that we have. It is fantastic of those opportunities. Now, I want to just talk to you just really quickly, a little history. So I've got about 55 years of history working with farmers, with seed company, with licensing, working with domestic markets, with overseas markets, and over hundreds of farmers through the Midwest that we've had a chance to work with over the last so many years. Today, we are working really close with about 100 non-GMO organic transitional farmers that are really trying to focus on some new markets, some new opportunities. So one of the things when I talk about this great lifestyle we're living, we have more opportunity in fruits, vegetables, corn, wheat, soybeans than we really have ever had. So that's what I would like to share with you today. Excuse me on my flipper here. So one of the things that we want to talk about is, what is BigYield about? So we're talking about BigYield Products today. BigYield is an educational site where we try to create value and information education, but it's all about ROI, return on investment. So that's what we preach, bringing more value to our customer and any customer that we're doing business with. That's the kind of the focus that we're at. Now, we use a slogan: make you money, save you time. Those are 3 premises that we have to match, and our whole goal is to increase that ROI 400%. So that's a tremendous goal. Now, one of the reasons we're talking today on this webinar, we're introducing a new product for you to look at, and this is a corn product that's going to get you big yields. Now, this program we've used many times. It's a program we call the BigSmartPlot Program. We've used it before to introduce products. It's all about ROI and seeing it work on your farms. Now, this is the one thing that's pretty cool, but it's pretty dominant over my lifetime. Farmers are very mistrusting sometimes about data collection from companies that are selling products. Sometimes they're even pretty mistrustful about what's going on at the universities, who's kind of influencing those plots and that research. The one thing they're really strong about, that they really like, is when Farmer Brown talks to Farmer Black and they share experiences. And when they share those experiences, that is something that they really believe in. So that's one of the reasons we're going to talk to you about this product. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to introduce John Ortiz and Kent Kaufman. They're going to kind of go through and explain the product, some of the products that we're working with. John is our GM here at BigYield. He works with farmers all over. We work a lot with direct marketing, shipping direct. John is all about dropping ROIs and getting that ROI in a position where you can make the most money. Kent Kaufman, by the way, he's a brilliant guy. He works here on the research farm as CEO. And the other thing, he's got a program he calls the Unthinkables. And so he's just got a new drone in from China. You know, went to the biological convention and talking about bugs eating bugs. So we're looking at more things here on the research than anybody that I know of, and that's all being driven by Kent Kaufman. So I'm going to turn it over to John and Kent.
Listen to what we got to say and what we've got going on here today. Today I'm going to discuss to you with three products, main products that we should be focusing on right now, with the time being corn planting just being geared up and around the corner. The three products that we're going to be focusing on today are going to be BigYield Corn Plus Zinc, Big BioYield, and Big Sweet Yield. We'll start off with the BigYield Corn Plus Zinc first. BigYield Corn Plus Zinc's got some very beneficial ingredients, especially some micronutrients. But we formulated this thing around is zinc. Everybody knows that corn responds and reacts really, really well to zinc. So that's one of the reasons why we formulated this thing specifically for corn. By spiking up the amount of zinc that's incorporated in this product. It's very easy to use, very easy to handle, mixes on seed well and sticks to seed very well. Also enhances the flowability of that seed corn in your planter. You apply it by mixing it through, it's a dry planter box application, whether it be through a center field program or a finger planter or a planter box unit. So you can mix it two ways. You can mix it with a seed tender going up to your center fill. You can mix it through a pro box, stir it through that way, stick it in a planter box. That's another way to do it. Like I said, mixes very, very easily, sticks to seed really well. Use rate for the product is going to be 4 ounces per 50 pounds of seed, or 8 ounces per 100 pounds of seed. Next product we're going to be talking about, basically with us getting geared up for corn planting, a lot of guys, if you're not currently using our BP in-furrow product or some of our starter fertilizers, and if you've got some people that are currently using another brand, which is totally okay, we've got some other products that you can incorporate with what you're currently doing. One of them would be our Big BioYield. This thing will enhance your microbial activity with everything that's going on in the soil. This product mixes very well. It's very stable with a lot of other products as well. It can stay dormant until it becomes in contact with the soil or the plant. Use rate is very manageable and user friendly. The only thing that you would have to do is pre-mix to incorporate with your current setup if you're going in furrow on corn. Product's got 8 different strands of bacteria. It's got a little humic acid, it's got a little bit of kelp, and it's got another carbon source in there as well. Very, very good product. Easy to handle, easy to use, incorporates and can mix about with any product on the market today. The third and final product that we're going to be pushing and talking a lot about is our Big Sweet Yield. That's probably been our staple product, and we move quite a bit of it. Just for the fact that it's easy to use, the cost of it, it's very, very affordable. It produces a strong return on investment, but some of the major benefits that we see from using Big Sweet Yield in your all's operation, it decreases insect pressure. That's one of the things that we've seen. We've seen insects go down based off some of the testimonials that we've got from some other growers around the area and around the state as well. The other thing that we've been able to see is increase in Brix level. We've seen some healthier, greener looking plants by incorporating this sweetener with it. One of the other third benefits that we've seen with it as well is we've seen it enhance herbicide. Whether you're spraying glufosinate, glyphosate, what have you, we're seeing better weed kills out of it. So, I mean, besides those 3 benefits, the fourth one that we've seen is a yield increase out of the product as well. So roughly, depending on the amount of volume and quantities you're using, it ranges anywhere from $1.98 to $2.90 per acre per pass. So basically, those are the 3 products that we're incorporating into the early season of sales. Big Sweet Yield Big BigYield and BigYield Coat Corn plus zinc.
Hi everybody, this is Kent Coppin coming to you from the Research Farm in Garden City. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about one of our new products and how to apply it. Our BigYield Coat Corn plus zinc for good emergence. And so it's a proven product. It's getting anywhere from 6 to 7 bushels of corn on it. We're going to talk a little bit about what you do to apply it. And so you're going to apply the BigYield Coat Corn in 2 stages. You're going to apply half of what you're putting in there, then the second half after you've mixed that first half. So say you have a 100-pound planter box that you're putting corn seed in. You're going to put in 50 pounds of corn, put in 4 ounces of BigYield Coat Corn, mix it with the stick, and it replaces your graphite and your talc, and then you're going to put in your second 50 pounds of corn and mix in your second 4 ounces of BigYield Coat Corn with it, and then you're good to go. And so pretty much you just mix it up half and half. Make sure you mix it for that first half and then put in your second half of BigYield Coat Corn. It's 8 ounces per 100 pounds of corn seed. So the reason why the BigYield Coat Corn plus zinc replaces your graphite and your talc is because it's positively charged, and so it'll stick to your seed and help your seed slide through your planter box just like graphite and talc do. So everybody, thank you for joining us. I hope we showed you a little bit of how to apply your BigYield Coat Corn plus zinc in your planting season. So join us again, BigYield.us. Thank you.
Wow, that was great presentation, John and Kent. Thank you very much. You can kind of see what we were talking about on the product. Kent did a great job in showing that. We had David Yoder in there. They wanted me to show you a couple of things though. As we talk about how product gets shipped to you, number one, this is the way it gets shipped to you normally, in a 25-pound pail. So that's the way you would receive it. It comes directly from the manufacturer, not the least amount of hands touching it as possible. In that, you have an 8-ounce scoop to measure your product in, to apply it to your corn. What we're bringing to you is the BigSmartPlot Program with the yield coat with the zinc in it. Now you can pick your own production acres, you can pick your own place to do that, but this is the way it will come with one of our professionals that will bring it on your farm. Now the other cool thing that we have, you can send this to anybody that you want to take a look at, you want to look at it yourself. This is a little package where you can actually put it in your windowsill, put it in there for about 6 to 8 days, and it will show you the yield coat and how it works. Every morning when you get up to have coffee, you can see what it's done in the last 24 hours. But my team, John and the team, wanted me to show you these items. So that helps you to get a good feeling of how the product works. We allow farmers to put small amounts so they can put it on their own fields that they pick. Now this is how it works. And it's really cool because this actually came up with some of our sales force. How do we get out there and show farmers how to put it on their fields without them buying a whole pail of product? And you know, we have different size farmers. We have organic producers. This is going to carry an organic label as we move forward. So that's what's really cool about this product, so anybody can use it. Okay, here's how it works. As a producer on the BigYield Coat with zinc, you can plant that on any plot you choose. And when I say any plot, a lot of times your ROI is best served by some of your poor fields. A lot of times our product gives you bigger ROIs on some of the thinner soils or drainage issues to get your plant up, make it healthy. So one of our professionals would be out there to help you get your plot started, and now you've got basically a 50-acre plot. And we don't mess with it anymore till harvest. So it's really, really simple, really, really easy. So what happens is we want to get the yield data. Now you remember when I talked to you about Farmer Brown, Farmer Black? Okay, the big thing is the yield data right off of your farm. The real farming operation, whether you're farming with whatever kind of equipment, the ROI off your farm is what we're interested in. And taking advantage of that, most of you have yield monitors. So we'll Rely on your yield monitors. Our guys may want to ride with you if you'll let them. You know, they kind of like to hang out with farmers in the fall, see how things are working with the product. So that's pretty cool. Now, if you have to have a weigh wagon to do it, we have access to weigh wagons around the state, in other states that we can actually maybe pull a weigh wagon out there if you need that. So the next and last thing we want is, if you remember, we talked about Farmer Black, Farmer Brown. They want to hear your testimony. They want to hear, hey, this did really good on my farm. This did good on clay pan soils. This did good on this. So as we collect data, our data collection people, of course, that primarily it ends up back in Kent Kaufman's lap to evaluate the data, the soil types, and so on. But that's what our farmers want to hear. We want to get your testimonies, and we want them based on ROI, return on investment, not how big a yield you got. How much money did this product make you on your farm? So this is a little bit of a breakdown in cost, and this is not exact because you're looking at different weights of your corn. Your corn may be 38 pounds per 180,000 kernels, or it may be 60 pounds. So it's based on 100 weight, so this will fluctuate just a smidgen. It should never be over this, but you're just looking at, I think the average number that I hear is $4 and something is cost per acre. But you can look 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 15 pounds, or a full bucket, and that's the kind of cost you'll be looking at investing in this program. So, in conclusion, I want to thank you for being on our webinar today. It was very a pleasure to put it on. I want to thank you for the opportunity to look at the SmartPlot program, get a hold of one of our reps, one of our DSMs, BYCs, our professionals that will help you get that set up. And you can always look us up on BigYield.us. But as you look us up on BigYield.us, you will start to see some of the other things that we're doing to help our farmers either make money, or save time. So we've really invested in what we call our VIPS program. Our VIPS is Verified Smart Plant System. It's a third party. It works primarily with non-GMO and chemical-free, moving you to the organic production if you want to go that far. So I'm very fortunate today. It's just a great pleasure that I do have with me the executive director of MOA, and she's going to say a few words about the VIPS program and how it works. And pleasure to have Sue Beard with me. Sue, please join us.
Well, thank you, Bill. I really appreciate the time and inviting us here. As Bill said, my name is Sue Beard, and I'm the executive director of the MOA. And when BigYield approached us, it became apparent that this was one way that we could really fulfill our mission, which is to provide resources and education to our farmers. We have so many people that, as they're moving along the steps, they're really uncertain how to do it. So the VIPS program is designed as a third-party verification, just like if you become certified organic. So you're going to submit your application to us. We're going to review it for compliance. The word is compliance. It's kind of a scary word, but just that you're really going to be able to meet the standards. And then we're going to get a verification for you. Now this has a scope of being applicable to non-GMO crops. So if you want to stop at non-GMO, we'll verify non-GMO. If you want to move further on, especially a lot of our food producers, their consumer wants to have no chemicals, no GMOs, and if they're livestock producers, no growth hormones and no antibiotics. We have written standards through the VIPS that we can verify any of those standards. So we call it non-GMO. Then the second step is it's really close to organic, but not quite. And then if you want to move further onto that, we do a verification to transition to organic. And that's the time that you go for the 3 years until you can become certified. Many people say, oh, I don't know how to do that. Well, we're here to help. And you hear that all the time, but it is really true. If you need any kind of questions, we are a verification program, but we will also serve as a consultant to help you to discern what the standards are and to be verified to that. So I really hope and am excited, hope that you're going to take part in our verification program. I see this has great value, grain farmers, non-GMO, especially vegetable farmers for the close to. We have, MOA is also working to establish the food hub where we'll be selling food products to restaurants and to steamboats, to wherever. And those people said, we don't even care if it's certified organic, but we must have somebody that's out there verifying that the products, the food that we are serving has no chemicals in it. If you want to take part of that, VIPS is a program for you. So I'm really excited about it, and I'm excited to be here today. Thank you, Bill.
Well, thanks, Sue, and I do want to say we are excited about working with MOA and your organization. And I understand it's true is, and I'll just repeat this, but whether it's strawberries, trees, apples, any living grass or anything like that, you can verify, and then you're moving right on into the livestock side.
That is
So
correct.
for just added value, well, livestock, rabbits, cats, dogs, I mean, you name it, you can do, well, maybe not the dogs, okay?
Yeah.
Not the dogs.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Sue, for being here today, and we really appreciate your input. I'm going to close this out. I just want to make sure that you've got Sue and Pat Osgood's information. If you want to learn more about what they're doing at MOA office, there's their phone number. It is 660-672-8515. And one of the really cool things is they've developed a system where online verification, so you can also go and visit vipsverify.com. So again, thank you so much for being a part of our webinar this afternoon. I was going to say we're going to be really lucky this year, but if I listen to my wife, she's going to tell me we're going to be really blessed in 2017, and it is a great time to be in agriculture. So have a great year in 2017. Thank you very much.
Good job.